Alright, so again, we've got quartz from the Stanley Museum. We've got 11 points here, all with phantoms. Some of them are partially smoky. You can see this one here is partially smoky. I think there may be others. Was there any others that are partially smoky, Dad? That one and this one is a little smoky. You can see if you, when I hold it up to this other piece, is obviously much darker. Whereas if you hold this piece up to the other piece, it is not obviously much darker. That one is a little smoky as well. So 11, 5, and 8 are partially smoky. We'll start off with the $50 pieces. This is a very clear piece of quartz from the Stanley mine. You see you've got that little face there. A little breakage there at the top. Very clear, very prominent phantom right there. And the bottom is pretty good too. You got that little extra crystal there growing with it. A little friend for him. And that very prominent smoky quartz. Again, here's the top. Alright, next piece. This is number 2. We've got the shadow of a phantom there. Doesn't really look like a whole crystal, but you do have that phantom-like growth in it that you can see right over here. Got the striations there on that face, and just glass clear, as you can see. It's absolutely, actually water clear on this one. Very good point here. Let me see if I can. There is a little thing right there. To be completely honest with you, I have no interest in fooling anybody, but that's a beautiful piece of quartz, and those two are 50. And remember, these are from the Stanley Museum, so that's quite a thing in the Arkansas quartz world. So again, you've got the phantom right here, and you've got some, I'll show you the faces up here. There is a little face right, if I can get the focus on it. Yeah, so right there, there's the tiniest face right there at the tip. Sorry about that. So we've got the phantom right in there, and then a little side growth here, and very pretty prominent face here. And that's our first 75. That's number 3. This is number 4. Here with number 4, we've got a little phantom, and it is right there where my finger's going. So now you should be able to see it a little better, maybe. Just that little triangle right there. It's a very clear piece of quartz. Got a little mining roughage there, but you can see there was an extra face right there. A little ding right there, but this stuff is, for the most part, pretty pristine. The way that the dings stand out on a few of these really just speaks to how straight all of the rest of their lines are, and again, quite clear. Now number 5, this guy's got quite the phantom down here. It's very visible, obviously. Yeah, there it is again from the side. You've got some interference growth right here, which is something that some people really go for. Got those striations, and if you see, I can put my thumb into it a bit because it's actually up in there. There's an extra face. Yeah, weird little way for this one to grow. You got a face here, focus, one here, one here, and another one right there, right at the tip, which is broken just a bit, but I mean, for a smoky piece with a phantom like that and that interference growth, that's a very beautiful piece for 75. And then I don't believe I've shown 3 yet. Actually, I must have started with 4. But that's 3. Oh, I think maybe I did show 3. In any case, this is 3 if he wasn't shown earlier in the video. If he was, I apologize, but got a good phantom there. Alright, now we're moving on to the hundreds. Now this one's a little less clear, but has a very prominent phantom, you can see right there. And then has a pretty good rainbow in here, right there, which I know some people really love. These those rainbows. And then, you know, you do have a little bit of an issue here, that problem, but you've got the side growth, which is some people don't like. I think it's really cool. I like it a lot, but that phantom's still visible, one from every angle in this one. Very, very attractive phantom. Look at those pristine edges. At the tip there, you do have, you know, 3 on that edge, this edge right here. You got about 3 little dings, but you know, I mean, very little problems. You got that extra face. I think 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. No, actually, that's just not a terminal face. But a very pretty piece of quartz. We move to 8, which is another one of our pieces that was smoky, if you remember. This one does have that phantom. It's at the top here. Right there is the most prominent one. And this one actually has several. If you look at it, you'll see the triangles going up, just like a sergeant badge. That is a sergeant, right, Dad? The arrows pointed up. Is that a sergeant? Yeah. Anyway, military rank badge that has the arrows pointed up. There's a good, I would say, just from being able to look at it not through the camera lens, I would say there's at least 3 distinct phantoms. So that's quite gorgeous. Very clear, quite clear. And then on top here we've got very, very little damage. Just almost nothing at all. We've got an extra face right there. It's lit up. I believe that one's extra as well. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. No, so just that one for extra edges on this. But again, very beautiful piece. 9, our third to last specimen here. So the video is almost over. You'll see this very large very large phantom right here, and a very pretty piece of quartz here. You know, just exceedingly clear. The phantom is huge and prominent. You see how strongly you can recognize this phantom. A lot of the other ones that we've had, they're all visible, but a lot of the other ones not quite as strong as this one, and that's one of the reasons this one is in the 100 bin. It does have a very clean appearance up here at the top. It looks like an extra there. And just, you know, just a really pretty specimen here. So, a lucky owner will get this at some point for 100. Now we're moving into 125, and that's obviously on the upper end of the price range, and for that you get Double-Terminated. Very exciting thing. We've also got that phantom right in here for that one. it is most prominent over on this side, where that face is much blacker over here, but you can still see it all the way around. But again, that particular face, if you look at it from above, that face is much darker than the rest, and it is making that phantom just stand out. The top is relatively blemish free. There is one right there where the light is, but I mean, again, you don't see this kind of quartz very often that's this clear and that has this little damage and that has, you know, phantoms in it that are so recognizable. This is gorgeous stuff, and that's why Miss Stanley put it aside for their museum whenever Mr. Stanley bought it, presumably. And this is a very pretty piece. You see that phantom is very distinct down there. And does this one have another one up here? No. But there are actually, if you look very closely, there are two. There's one, well, that's not maybe the best place. So there's one right here, right above the other. There's a very prominently visible one. And then right above it, if you look very carefully, it's having a little trouble showing in the camera. It's a little camera shy, but there is another one right there. So that's a double phantom. The little included coming off here, you can see in through the, yeah, actually you can see that one inside the other because it is less clear. Just a very pretty piece. The point's pretty decent on this one. Fairly damage free again. The edges are all very clean. That point just has just an eensy, well, it may even be, yes, it was a speck of dust. Fantastic. It is flawless. So that is probably our best piece, unless you really like the double termination. So thanks for watching. And if you would like to buy one, say mine or sold with the number of the piece you want to buy. Now again, that one was 11. 10 is the double-terminated $125 specimen, $125 for each of these. 7 through 9, we have the darker one, the smoky one. We have this rather larger one on 9. Those are 100. Now we've got the 75s. We've got a very prominent phantom here on 5. Phantom right here on that is 3. 4 is a fairly normal piece, but it is a very pretty piece of quartz. And the phantom is a little fainter on this one, but it is certainly there. It's visible. Right in here, right there. It's a little harder to see for you guys, but I can see it with my eyes pretty well. But it's a very pretty clear piece of quartz. 6, we got right there. You know, again, a pretty strong phantom right here. Very pretty clear piece of quartz with the phantom. And those are 75 again. So 3 through 6, 75. And 1 and 2. 1 has the phantom right there, you know, just right below my index finger, between my index and my middle finger. And 2 has a little whisper of a phantom and is just the clearest little piece of quartz you ever did see. And those two we are asking $50 each for. So thank you guys very much for watching, and hope you enjoyed seeing everything, and we hope you find something you like. Thanks.